Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Keepers. Keepers is a game published by Van Ryder Games with photography, which is the amazing art of the game, by Byron Jorjorian. I may have said that incorrectly, I do apologize. And game design by AJ Porfirio. I may have butchered that as well. Plays 3 to 8 players in, I can't find a time, but it's not going to take you more than 45 minutes to play this game. Effectively what you're doing in this game is, it's going to remind you a little bit of a Dixit or a Mysterium, if you played any of those, where you're going to be getting some cards that have just nothing but a picture. Let me show you one, and we'll come back to the cards in a little bit. So it's going to just have a picture on it, okay, like this. I think that's the right side up, or this way. Either way, it's going to have a picture, and someone's going to be the curator, and they're going to pick a card from their hand, and they're going to say a word. So peaceful. Then everyone else is going to pick a card from their hand, or more cards if you're playing a certain player count. But in a 5 through 8 player game, everybody's going to do one card. You're going to give it to the curator. They're going to shuffle them, and they're going to reveal them down on the mat, and then people are going to vote on which card they think matches that theme correctly, or which one is the farthest away. The cards that get the most votes in both categories are keepers and are worth point at the end of the game. You're going to play that until everyone has been the curator one time. Game's over. Who has the most points is the winner. That's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table. Check it out.
Come on, play the game.
All right, so here's a game of Keepers, all set up for 5 players. The setup of the game is pretty simple. You're going to shuffle that huge stack of cards right there, deal each player 7, give each player a dial. If you're playing a 3 or 4 player game, you're going to give each player 2 dials, but in this case we're playing 5, so it's just regular setup. Each player will get a dial, a keeper token, and then you'll put this awesome playmat in between, so most players can look at it. And then you're going to pick someone, it says in the rule book, the youngest to be the curator, and that's this awesome curator token right there. And then we're ready to play. So on the curator's turn, what they're going to do is they're going to pick a card from their hand, or in a 3 or 4 player game, 2 cards, but we're not going to keep going over that. So in a 5, 6, 7, 8 player game, 1 card. And the cards are just going to be pictures. So let's look at some of the art here. It's gorgeous photography. The photographer's name is Byron Jorjorian. Amazing art. I love it. So that's what you're looking at. So you're going to take one of these cards and you're going to say one word only. Okay. Then you're going to, everyone else is going to pick a card that they think matches or doesn't match that word, whatever. They're going to give the curator a card. So let's say I pick alone. Okay. So I'm going to play this card, alone. Put that down. Then each player is going to just take a card. And again, I'm not going to know who anybody's cards are because it's random. It's fine. Just for the sake of learning the game, it'll be okay, I think. Then the curator is going to shuffle and then reveal going from 1 to 5. All right. So we'll do this one, this one, this one, that. There's some gorgeous pictures. All right. Now, everybody, including the curator, is going to use their dial to vote. Now, there's 2 ways you can vote. There's green, which means you think that card out there matches the word perfectly. Or there's red, which means you think that card doesn't match at all. You can vote either way you want. All right. Whoever gets the most votes is the keeper card, or most votes will get keeper cards. They'll take their card and they'll put it under their keeper token and they'll get some points at the end of the game. All right. So let's say the curator, you can't vote for yourself, so I can't vote for that one because I know that's me. And I say I'm going to go with this one, number 1. So I'm going to pick number 1. I think it really seals the deal. So I put that down. This player really likes number 3. Again, they don't know that's mine, but they like the picture. They think it matches the word. This player doesn't really think that one works, so they're going to pick a -4, a red 4. And then this player really likes the starfish, so they're going to pick a 3. And then this player is going to pick the giraffe. They like the giraffe, so they'll pick a 2. All right, then what we do is we reveal. So this player voted 2. This player voted 3. This player voted -4, red 4. This player voted 1 and 3. So 3 has the most votes. So whoever is 3, which would have been me, I would take this card, put it under there, and I now have a keeper card. All the rest of the cards get discarded. If there's a tie, if there would have been 2 people that had the same amount, they would have both taken their cards and scored some points. Then these get discarded. Each player will draw back up to 7. 1. Oh, that's not the deck. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the Curator token will pass. We'll pass it this way. And then you'll do that all again. And the game ends when you play it through everybody being Curator one time. Then whoever has the most points, meaning cards under their keeper token, is the winner. If there's a tie, you take all the keeper cards and you deal people 3 of them, all the people who are tied 3, and then everybody else will vote to see who wins. But I would say if there's just a tie, just leave it as a tie. It's a fun game. Or there's a variant where you can play where people are Curator as many times as you want, 2, 3 times, to see who has the most points after all that. Because that'll probably be less of a chance that there'll be a tie if you want to do it that way. But the game could go on a little bit too long. So that is how you play keepers. Let's go up the top. See what you think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was keepers. So this is a really beautiful game. Let's talk about some components. So the components are really nice. It comes with this playmat, which is not really necessary. It could be a board, but it comes with this awesome playmat where you can put the cards. That's a really nice touch. It comes with these cool dials, so you can vote on if it matches the theme or if it doesn't match the theme with the red. Has these nice little keeper tokens that are just the art of the game, but in a little K. And it has this really nice like poker chip for the Curator token. So mostly cards with art and the mat and those tokens. Now let's look at some of the art. I'm just going to go through here and show you some of the art of this game. All photography. Yeah, all photography is done by that, what's his name? Byron Jorjorian. All his pictures. They're fantastic. They're gorgeous. They're not funky and weird like in Dixit. These are just random, straight up pictures. But they look really nice. I haven't found one card that I don't think looks good. They're all very beautiful pictures. And, just get in the game for some great pictures, if nothing else, that'll do it. So the cards are great pictures, good quality components, clear rule book. I'm good with that. Now let's talk about the gameplay. So like I said up at the top, this is effectively a Dixit style game. Everyone's playing a card, or like a Detective Club, everyone's playing a card. You're trying to vote which one you think matches it better, which one doesn't match the theme at all. Whoever gets the most votes in those 2 categories is the winner. Now I forgot to show in the overview that whoever gets the most red votes also wins and can keep their card. But either way, you still see how the game works, so it's not going to break the overview a ton. But just keep in mind, the winner, whoever gets the most green votes, whoever gets the most red votes, are both keepers. So yeah, this is a good game. It's a party game that I'll keep around in my collection for when I have big groups. I'm not going to play this at less than 5 because then you got to play 2 cards and it's weird. So I play this from a 5 to 8 player game because I think that's where it would shine. Everybody plays 1 card and you just have a good time. So yeah, I'm going to give this a BGM Accept the Seal. This is going to get a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we have to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Keepers from Van Ryder Games. I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.